DADI Awards is actually 12 years old this year, so I've been chairing it now for 12 years and choosing the judges. And every year I try and make sure there's a nice mix between brands, digital agencies, design agencies, and putting them together as groups is actually half the fun.
Some of the key trends that we've seen today, a lot of social good ideas, a lot of kind of people wanting to do things better, or kind of a more of a global benefit rather than kind of what traditionally were more focused, kind of quite selfish gains, are becoming much more popular.
I think the key trends that I've seen today really all revolve around quality. I was absolutely outstanding doing the pre-scoring from some of the entries that we received, and I knew I was coming in today there was going to be a bit of a fight. The quality of entries and the actual execution quality has been much higher this year than I've seen before.
The main things that I've seen is sort of finding the right balance between creating a really simple, good customer experience, or a very clear, simple marketing strategy, balancing that with a creative flair, something exciting, something innovative, something people can really get excited about.
The category that stood out for me is definitely social. Social media it's constantly changing, and there is a lot of innovation, and we can definitely see that the entrants, they try to be innovative, but also and look at different type of social media, but also bringing them together and delivering on the strategy.
So for me today, I think we've seen some really strong entries, especially in the not-for-profit and charity sector, which I actually used to work in, which is really nice to see. And I think there's some real authenticity coming through in some of the entries actually, and I find that really exciting. And I think when you balance that with really good visual design and really good sort of brand experience, then you're onto a winner.
Really interesting thing about the category is the diversity of the types of not only brands but agencies and type of work that was coming through. It's quite a broad category, but it was so interesting to see the different perspectives that people had put their entries together for, and the purposes of the campaigns or the websites or the apps involved. So it made it more difficult to judge. You really had to put on a different lens and a different hat to understand why that entry was there, but it was such a fantastic sort of diverse standard, and so that for me was the most competitive one we looked at.
I think one thing that's been really interesting today is the sheer variety of entries. Within digital today, that's everything from digital communications, social media influencer campaigns, all the way through to big website builds, UX and digital experiences. So it's incredibly hard to judge one against the other.
So I've judged 3 categories, and I think the one that stood out the most was UX and usability, because it was a hotly fought over category, some really amazing entries in there, all about excellence on behalf of the customer. And I think that's what made it stand out for me, how you can really achieve digital excellence by putting the customer first.